What up, what up, what up? You know what time it is. Technique Tuesday at the DB level, Coach Vic. So here we go, man. All right, man. So we got McConkey here, the receiver from Georgia. The white chocolate there, man. Everybody's been talking about him, about his route running and how well he's been doing. So I have him here at the Senior Bowl here, doing some one-on-ones or whatnot. So we want to check him out. Also want to go over the DB stuff, you know what I'm saying, as well. So let me get all set up here for us. Let's get us all set up here. I'm gonna start it off from the jump here, from the beginning. Let him catch the ball. We see the route, whatever. But I want to start the DB off from his full positioning. All right, here we go. All right, so we got Technique Tuesday today. Let's do it. We got stance and start. All right, we got stance and start. All right, so let's see. This defensive back, like he got this guy from Missouri. He's a safety here. He's playing the slot. You can tell by the hash right here. Also, he's playing outside leverage, which is a good position there. Outside leverage, but if you're gonna take away the outside, protect your outside. I think he guessed right on his leverage. He just didn't finish well. So he has outside leverage. His stance is pretty solid. Nice little stagger stance there. That's solid. Back is pretty flat. I can see from here by how his chin is up, and so that means his back is going to be pretty flat. If his chin was down a little bit too much, I mean, it could be a curved back. But nonetheless, I can't see all of it, but it looks like a solid stance there. So that's the stance and start. The leverage is pretty good. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Outside leverage. The goal is always to protect your leverage, hold your leverage. So wherever that leverage is, you're gonna take away pre-snap. You have to hold that leverage. So let's see if he's able to do that. Okay, cool. He resettles, which is okay. It's not that big or too big of a step or too big of a split as far as his stance goes. He's in a ready stance now. He's ready to go. Okay, cool. My only thing right here is he lunged. So you'll see right here how he loads his glutes, like you say, he lunged, stuck his head down, lunged, load his glutes, load his hamstrings, and he lunged. You can't do that, especially with a guy that's just really crafty. He almost got him there, but almost doesn't count here. You know what I'm saying? Almost does not count here. You have to, all right. So I always say the catch technique is similar to like water or the ocean, right? You want to allow the apparatus or whatever it is to get into you, and then you control it. So what I mean by that is this defensive back just got to allow McConkey to get to him, let him really get to him, collision him a little bit, and then you control him the way you want. But if you start lunging, he's going to use his skill to knock your hand down, to get away from you and everything. You're going to put yourself in a bad spot. He really had him right here. He was really that close to grab and hold and get a good shot on him without lunging, but he lunged. And so what I like to do here is I like to really when I have guys that like to lunge and things of that sort, I like to have certain drills I use to put that in their face every training session. So when we train, every time we're training or every other time we're training, you have these type of things in your face. And you have a lot of hand action in your face, because what that does, that kicks up your fight or flight. And I want you to learn how to control it and calm down in the midst of the fire, and get your collision and get your job done. And so that's kind of the process there. And so that's what I was looking for to happen here, but he didn't. The fight or flight kicked in. He went flight, right? He went flight, and he wanted to be the super aggressor here. When you got a really crafty receiver in front of you, you cannot do it that way. You have to let the technique play itself out. You know what I'm saying? You have to let the technique play itself out and do the right things. It's much easier said than done, but it can be done. Okay? That is one thing guaranteed. It can be done. So here we go. So now you just grab it and done. It's a wrap. So, let's go back to it again. What happens, at this beginning, at this point right here, man, you lose a lot. If anything, if you're going to miss on the outside. What I mean by that, miss here. If you're going to miss, don't lunge into him and commit your leverage to him. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to miss on the outside, right? If that's what's going to happen, you want to do that, So that's what it's about. It's catch technique. He's playing catch technique. the down the depth he was off was a solid depth, 5 to 7 yards. It was cool. So he just has to be more disciplined there. That's what it's about, right? Be more disciplined, focus on your technique, execute the technique, let the technique win for you. Let the technique win for you. Okay. So I hope this helps. If you guys, we're gonna bring more, man. We got a lot more. I'm excited about these one-on-ones and things of that sort, and for these games. So I'll bring them to you every day. Every day they're doing them, I'm bringing them to you every day. I think what I'm gonna do though is bring like one at a time instead of a few of them, and I think that may be a good deal that way. All right, and we can really just focus and nail in on these different techniques. Okay, so hey, keep coming, man. Keep showing up. Please write up in a comment, leave a comment. Please like and share. Please subscribe. You on YouTube. All right. So here we go. At DB Lab Coach Vic. We out here.